I have been passionate about impact and the intersection of impact with business and capital for a long period of time. The latest sort of manifestation of that is when I came back from the US. I set up CaHa Advisory about 3 years ago now. And this organization is focused very much on finding passionate entrepreneurs who are solving problems in the world and need capital to grow their business. So it's an investment advisory which is actually doing that. But my interest in impact investing actually started with Acumen, which is one of the oldest impact investing funds based out of New York. I worked with them for 8 years in the impact investing space. I ended Acumen as the Global Chief Investment Officer, and during my stint as the Global CIO, I invested almost $100 million into impact startups. India was the focus for me, but I also invested in Africa and in Latin America, which was great because I got an exposure to different communities, different entrepreneurs, different styles of creating impact through the social enterprise space. I invested in a broad range of sectors which Acumen was focused on, but in all of those years, I think financial inclusion, renewable energy, and healthcare are three of the sectors which I did most of my work in. I feel really passionate and confident about adding value there. I also worked in sectors like agriculture and ed tech, for example. I have sort of raised impact investing funds over the period that I worked with Acumen. I actually raised 3 funds with Acumen, 1 in Latin America and 2 in Africa, which totaled about $150 million.
My initial introduction to impact investing was through a course I took on impact investing at business school. It was the first time the course was introduced in 2013. I absolutely loved it. I did really well. But then I forgot about it because at the same time I was running a technology company. I was a startup entrepreneur myself, and that took me down the road of tech entrepreneurship for the next few years. When I came back from graduate school the second time in 2019, I had been exposed to impact investing a little bit more, and I also felt that there wasn't enough capital moving into impact. There weren't even enough fund managers, I thought, and I may have been wrong, but as Sachin said, only $6 billion in the last 6 years has gone into impact investing, whereas the global market is about $300 billion. So the hunch was right. So, Sachin and I had been talking for a few years. We've been friends, and we felt that this was a problem that we could get behind, and we felt passionate about solving. And that's how CaHa Capital, came about, and it's been over 2 years, and we've thoroughly enjoyed this journey. I started my career as a commodities trader. I did environmental engineering for undergrad, and because I understood energy commodities, it kind of led me down that path. But I wasn't too happy because I was trading again energy commodities and coal, and it did not feel right being an environmental engineer, and which is why I made the switch to graduate school. So yeah, doing the right thing socially and environmentally has been very important to me, but I did not know at that time, maybe 15 years ago when I graduated college, that I was going to be an impact investment professional one day, but it's been great.
CaHa is basically a name that we chose. It's from Sanskrit, and it basically means something worth aspiring for, something working hard for, something worth reaching to. So we felt it had a nice connotation, very embedded in the ethos of what we wanted to do, work hard to reach something which is worth aspiring for. So that's why we chose it.